What's happening, guys? Celtic CC here. In this video I'm going to be taking a look at Bogeyman, which I got on my main account. As you can see him there. I think he's got a really cool design. I really like this spinning head, thing. I just think he's a 10 out of 10 for me for design. I just think he's a really cool looking hero, so that's a definite major plus. Just to show what I've got with him so far, I haven't got him evolved yet. I've been sweeping him up with like other heroes, taking advantage of the sweep, so I haven't used up books. So, but non-evolved level 181, he still should be able to do something. And I got a skill leveled up to level 10. So let's have a look at his skill. So at level 10, it deals 1200% attack damage to 5 random enemy targets. 1200% attack sounds pretty strong. And reduces this hero's damage taken by 50% for 4 seconds with a cooldown of 4 seconds. So that means like he should have a damage reduction going on constantly, pretty much, as long as he's got the energy refilled to proc straight away, which is part of the reason I put an Empower crest set on him for now, just because I had it, Empower insignia. I had it in there, so in the warehouse, so I thought I'd put it on him for now. I may change that in the future for something damage orientated. So he has level 8 revive, which is good, immune to stun and fear, which is excellent, and he cannot receive more than 5,000 reflected damage per hit, which is obviously going to make him really good for things like Guild War Offense, Forgotten Trials, any sort of game modes where you're facing heroes with things like Flame Guard and Blade Shells and stuff like that. Obviously be good up against a Michael and things like that. I've only got him inscribed to level 80, so he's not the strongest, one you're going to see, but I also wanted to test out this survival as well. So I decided to go with survival on him because what it does at level 8, it negates all damage for 3 seconds. This is when he's attacked, he'll go invincible for 3 seconds, and he'll regain HP equal to 1700% attack, which gives him the ability to self-heal, which is always good for a hero. The cooldown's quite long for this. With the 7.5 seconds, it means there's going to be a 4.5 second gap where this talent isn't doing anything. But as long as he's still alive, when it kicks back in, he'll suddenly become invincible again for 3 seconds, and he will heal himself. So, combined with that level 8 revive, he could be really good for, raiding and certain game modes where, like Guild War Raid and stuff like that. He's just going to be really difficult to kill, and he'll be able to put down a lot of damage, hopefully. Because his base stats are pretty good. Attack-wise, at level 181, base of 5,300, HP's average, but he attacks quite fast. And obviously I haven't got him augmented yet, or he's not in Destiny yet. So let's just test him out in some dungeons. I really like the design of this hero. I think he's really cool looking, no doubt about it. So let's see what he's like. So there you go. You can see that shield coming up, which is the survival. And there's his proc going off. You can see, obviously, the problem with this proc is it's attracted by troops. That's the issue with him. So, I mean, if you're going to use him for Guild War Raid and stuff like that, you're probably going to want to have like an Anubis or something, really. I mean, it's the same issue you got if you run with a Walla Walla, you know what I mean? His proc's going to go on the troops. But you can see he's clearing up the dungeon pretty easily. You can see the shield kicking in and regaining health. You should be able to see it now. There we go. I mean, this dungeon's not the hardest one to complete. So let's try him on a bit of a more difficult dungeon, actually. He's obviously a lot slower than, like, heroes say, such as Mahatma and stuff. When I used Mahatma and then she bombed through this. So let's try him in an insane one. Let's see how he gets on. I just really want to test this survival out and just see how much damage he puts down, really. Because, I mean, it's still a pretty tough dungeon, insane one. So let's see if we can solo it. So there you go. I put him down. There's his negate. Oh, he took a lot of damage there. The negate came up. Now, there you go. But you can see he pretty much heals himself back up to full. So there you go. The invincibility's back on and he heals. So let's have a look at the damage he's putting down. You see he's already started clearing out quite a lot of the heroes. And now there's no sort of troops or anything like that. And you see he's putting down some decent damage, no doubt about it. I mean, insane dungeon 1-for-1 hero to solo like this is it's quite impressive, actually. It goes to show his proc's quite strong, considering this is level 181, not involved. And also what makes him great is he's immune to stun and fear, so these magic towers are only putting down damage and they're not stunning him up. So Yeah, I definitely like this hero. I think he looks impressive. It looks like he's putting down a lot of decent damage. Let's just clear up the rest of this. Looks like he's putting down a lot of decent damage. The negate on him works well, and the survival talent, sorry, definitely works on him. Now he can self heal, and he has that invincibility. Um, I mean, I'm not sure about Empower. I may change that, but it gives an extra sort of security for him, making sure his energies, he'll ramped up, ready for him to proc again. Let's try him on a bit more of a difficult insane dungeon. He probably won't last very long if I don't know. Whatever this one. Let's try him on this one. See what he does. I don't think you've got any troops here, have we? Right. No, yeah, it's definitely a bit of a more difficult one. Let's see how he gets on. Yeah, God, look at the damage he's putting down on the heroes. Yeah, look at the procs going. Wow. Let's see, how much damage is he putting down? I saw like a 35,000 then. I think it was. Oh, 350. 269,000 was that? Yeah, 325,000 that was. Wow, he puts down some serious damage. Considering there's no talent buffs, there's no damage buffs on him. Like, this is just base. He could be really strong with some damage traits, no doubt about it. I mean, he's clearing the heroes off this dungeon. Piece of piss. Not a problem at all. He's obviously a bit slow clearing up buildings. Because his proc... Oh, he died, did he? Oh, well, there we go. Never mind. The negate didn't work too well that time. It was too much damage from the towers. But he managed to clear all the heroes. I mean, this is an insane dungeon level 2, like. So, any free-to-play players who've got this guy and are struggling to get through dungeons, he's definitely a legit dungeon hero. There's absolutely no insane dungeon hero. There's no doubt about it. This guy's definitely legit for trying to get you through insane dungeons. I would definitely level him up and try him out. He seems to be very, very powerful for taking out heroes as long as there's no troops on the base, kind of thing, So that'll do for now, guys. Yeah, I'm impressed with him. He definitely looks like a legit, very strong hero. I've heard good things about him as well. There's people saying that he's getting him through Forgotten Trials and he's an absolute beast. I've been reading the comments and stuff like that. I'm impressed with him. He definitely looks a very good hero. I quite like him with the negate, the survival talent. I keep calling it negate with the survival talent, being able to self heal. I definitely like that. I think that'll be useful in the PvP modes as well. I mean, if he's already putting that type of damage down, I just need to focus on getting damage traits on him, really. And this would just make him a really beast hero. Possibly someone to even put on the base and start using permanently for like raiding and Guild Wars offense and things like that. Definitely. So yeah, impressed with him. 10 out of 10 so far. Alright, cheers guys.